Since the beginning of time, man has fought and dominated one another. In ancient Rome, man slaughtered man or was slaughtered by beasts in gladiator pits. Later, in the 1500s, Martin Luther made a statement after the Bloody Peasants' Revolt. The peasants have thereby forfeited body and soul, as perfidious, perjured, lying, disobedient wretches and scoundrels are wont to do.
Yet man displayed a sign that they might prolong. In the oration on the dignity of man, Ranzola once said that man is the king of the lower beings, by the acuteness of his sense, by the discernment of his reason, and by the light of his intelligence, the interpreter of nature. Bartolome de las Casas was one of the reasons that man might deserve to exist.
But this contribution was not enough. The slave trade soon developed, revealing yet again man's lack of morality. This ended around the Industrial Revolution, but that just brought more problems. Families, including children, were crammed into dangerous factories for the benefit of other men. The brown man's burden on imperialism sums up the racial aspect with the statement, "The brown man's loss must ever imply the white man's gain."
Yet man addressed this problem with the Civil Rights Movement. Man was able to put aside their negative qualities to provide benefit and equality for all of men. However, this is overshadowed by the monstrosities of the 20th century. The Armenian genocide, Bosnian genocide, and the Holocaust all depicted the horror of humanity with the slaughtering of millions of innocent people.
I never read a single word.
Humanity has wreaked destruction not only on itself, but also on the world around it. With the creation of humanity and the creation of civilization, there became a need for resources and production. Because of this need, factories were built, and these factories pollute all the air around us. Also, there became a need for oil to power mankind, but this created oil spills which decimated ecosystem and destroyed wildlife populations. The need for paper and wood caused the problem of deforestation, in which forests, especially the Amazon, around the world are devastated, and the wildlife population is also devastated. Humanity is destroying its home just so it can advance itself. On the subject of destructive insecticides, the author Rachel Carson once said, "Can anyone believe it is possible to lay down such a barrage of poisons on the surface of the earth without making it unfit for all life?"
Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie. You're working a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie. You're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day, you had a bad day.
In the past 50 years, there has been a green movement in an attempt to save the earth. But this effort is too little too late, for man has been destroying the earth for over 200 years, and the destruction today is greater than ever before, for there is still a high demand for the earth's resources. Man does not deserve to exist because it is willing to destroy the world around it for its own betterment.
Why do men fight? Machiavelli and Castiglione, writers of the old, answered with their different views of men. Machiavelli said of men in general that they are ungrateful, voluble dissemblers, covetous of gain. As long as you benefit them, they are entirely yours. On the other hand, Castiglione said, "Let the man we are seeking be very bold and stern, and always among the first, where the enemy are to be seen." Regardless of the reason, man has been fighting since its existence. From the Peloponnesian War, to the Battle of Hastings, to the 30 Years' War, to the Napoleonic period, to the Great Wars, to present day.
Past leaders have dictated the destruction of war and people inside and outside of their country. Reign of Terror by Robespierre, Great Purges of Stalin, and the Holocaust promoted by Hitler were all devastating events, even though they may not have been considered wars. Stalin's rule was reflected in Orwell's 1984. One quote is, "For everything there is something unendurable, something that cannot be contemplated." Stalin used torture tactics and is a perfect representation of why humanity should not exist.
The concept of democracy, as established in America, gives man a boost and is thus possible counter to the single powerful ruler. However, it still has faults and does nothing to change human nature, and it cannot conquer the single powerful rulers around the world today.
The rule of man always ends up in war because man wants power. Major wars of the past were the 30 Years' War and the World Wars, with casualties greatly increasing as technology advanced. Trench warfare from World War I to civilian bombing in World War II to its most devastating point when the Americans dropped the bomb on Japan.
Man has been wreaking destruction for thousands of years and they show no sign of stopping. All the original problems still exist today and there are more to add to it. Global warming, terrorism, and the war in Afghanistan are some of just many problems that still exist today. Man does not deserve to exist because if they do what they have done in the past, these problems will not be fixed and they will continue to increase until they wipe out each other by themselves.
Ishak, what do you think about humanity?
Humanity is beautiful.
Mr. Satter, what do you think about humanity?
Humanity is evil! Nothing good comes of it. We don't have the right to exist.
Does humanity have the right to live?
Why, yes, we do.
No, humanity does not deserve the right to live.
I'm not interviewing.
Graham, what is humanity?
Humanity destroys everything.
Good. Arthur, what do you think about humanity?
I don't think humanity deserves to live because of what happened in World War II, millions of people dying, and the Rwanda genocide, and Darfur, and a lot of bad things happened.
Good job, Arthur.
This is Gettysburg. This is where they fought the Battle of Gettysburg. 50,000 men died right here on this field, fighting the same fight that we're still fighting amongst ourselves today. This green field right here, painted red, bubbling with the blood of young boys. Smoke and hot lead pouring right through their bodies. Listen to their souls, man. I killed my brother with malice in my heart. Hatred destroyed my family. You listen. You take a lesson from the dead. If we don't come together right now on this hollow ground, we too will be destroyed.